Sup, bitches?
You're watching Fugitive Red Eye, and welcome to another DVD collection update. To start off with today, we have Pokemon Indigo League, complete collection. So this is the original series of Pokemon. It's very nostalgic for me, so I decided I'd finally get it. There's the back of the big box, top of the big box, spine of the big box, Volume 1, the back of Volume 1, Disc 1, Disc 2, and Disc 3, Volume 2, the back of the case, Disc 1, Disc 2 and 3, and rather it's 4, 5, and 6, because, I guess it just continues the numbers, which makes sense, because it is a complete series set. Volume 3, there's the back of the case, Disc 7, and Discs 8 and 9. Next up we have No Holds Barred, which is a Hulk Hogan movie that I have yet to see, but it's an actual movie about wrestling, so that'll be interesting. He'll probably be a little bit more in his element in this than he is in some of his other movies, although I do love cheesy Hulk Hogan movies like Santa with Muscles, Mr. Nanny, and Suburban Commando. There's the disc itself. Next up we have I think a blind buy. It's Piranha, but I don't think it's that one movie Piranha, so I don't know. I guess it could be like the 70s version or something, I don't know. But it was it was like 50 cents at a pawn shop, so there's the disc and insert. Now onto some Dragon Ball stuff. We have Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Son Goku. This is the Lord Slug movie. This is the big green dub. I did a Red Eye Theater on this. Thank God it's PS2 compatible, am I right? But there's the discs and inserts. Keeping up with Dragon Ball, we have Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I bought this used, hence why it's in one of these cases, because I don't give Funimation money. Somebody clearly bought the Blu-ray DVD combo pack and sold the DVD disc on eBay, and I bought it for fairly cheap. Next up, I finally was able to find the 1993 version of Plan to Eradicate the Saiyans. Now, obviously this has never had an official release, so, it is in fact a bootleg. But nevertheless, this thing has been a fucking bitch to find, so it's cool to actually finally be able to watch it. I do, of course, have the other version of this, Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans, because it was included on Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 2. Next up, we got some wrestling. We got Taboo Tuesday. There's the back of the case on that. And the disc itself. Next up, we got Hancock, the unrated special edition. I quite like this movie. It's been a few years since I've seen it, but I enjoy it. There's the back of the case. There's the Blu-ray disc. There's a digital code, which I doubt works anymore, but if it does, enjoy. And here's a bonus disc. Next up, we got Ren and Stimpy, the German Blu-ray. Now, this is, of course, Region B. There's the back of it. I thought Region B worked on my PS5. It doesn't. That only works with DVDs, so I was a little disappointed in that. So I currently have no way to play this, because obviously my computer only has a DVD drive, not a Blu-ray drive, so I don't really have any way to play this as of yet. I plan to get one eventually, but unfortunately, it looks like PlayStation's only let you change the region on DVDs, not on Blu-rays. But nevertheless, this is the full uncut series of Ren and Stimpy. You can only get this on the German release. Apparently there's a DVD, but I've never been able to find it. I've literally only ever found the Blu-ray. Next up, we got Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. Great movie, really enjoyed it. And hopefully we'll get an official release of this someday. But the Beavis and Butthead reboot has been great. Speaking of, here's Season 1 of that reboot. There's the back of the case. And the disc itself. Next up, we have Mystery Science Theater 3000, Volume 6. Now, the reason I bought this, it was fairly cheap. Normally, these things go for like $30, but this was only $8. Now, granted, I think it has gone down since they did some re-releases, but I still think that was really cheap for this. But there's Disc 1, Disc 2, 3, and 4. Next up, we have Grandpa Presents Scared to Death. This is part of the Grandpa Munster Presents series, which, if you don't know, is sort of similar to Elvira and Mystery Science Theater, where it's Grandpa Munster hosting movies, old public domain horror movies, typically. These tapes are actually usually pretty rare, so it was pretty cool to come across one. But look at that label. Not very detailed there. But there we go. Also, notice he put the wrong usage of 2. It's Too Scared to Scream. He put 1-0, which obviously is incorrect. Next up, we have SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. I've actually done a stream of this as Sergeant Bastard in character. This is considered by many to be the best SmackDown vs. Raw game, and it's like the only one you can play as Hulk Hogan. Next up, we have yet another copy of Ape Escape 3. You might be wondering why the hell did you get another copy of this? 2 reasons. Don't know where the hell I put the disc to the original copy. Second, it was too scratched to play Metal Gear Solid. I want to play Metal Gear Solid. And there's technically a third reason. The other copy is Kyler's. This one's mine. There's the disc and insert. To end off with, we got some books. First, we have The Undiscovered Self by Carl Jung. There's the back of the book. Then we have The Interpretation of Dreams by Sigmund Freud. There's the back of the book. And finally, Beyond Good and Evil by Friedrich Nietzsche. Now, I wanted to get into some philosophy and psychology, so I bought these. One brief note. You'll notice that the date on this on YouTube is different than the date it was uploaded to YouTube. It went up on Rumble on the correct day. Due to suspension, because YouTube sucks dick, I had to wait. So it's on Rumble first. So Rumble, you're watching it right now. YouTube, you have to fucking wait. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this collection update. Have a good one. Toodles.
I'm a Michael Jordan.
I'm gonna fucking die here, Jack!